Now we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, as you can see, based on 1 hour chart, if we refer to our analysis, my last video when we have this down move, we were within this move. Okay, and we were looking for the correction to look to get the buy setup, but as we can see, there is no much changes. This one becomes so corrective. Okay, and now we want to see how we can trade it if we move to forward chart. All right, based on forward chart again, since we have this up move, we will see whether we can get it and trade setup from the correction. But we mentioned that this one may tend to deeper, similar to what we have here, because most of the chart we were looking for the running flat for the continuation. Now the question was, this is the only correction, and we can expect the price to continue up move before we get the deeper correction similar to what we have here, or this one can turn to a deeper correction. Okay, in this case, if we move to 1 hour chart, all right, based on 1 hour chart, one thing I need to highlight here, when we have a sharp move, when we see the any correction, okay, that's mean we can expect for the continuation. But as we can see here, we get this sharp move, we get the correction, the price drop and turn to a bigger correction. What I want to say that is still this one, the possibility can drop and retest, sorry, test this trend line is there. Okay, because we usually when we want to trade, we if we see any sharp move with the flag, or not the flag, we call it correction, bigger correction, we can expect for the continuation. All right, that's why if you want to get any trade from here, we need to be quite careful. We need to get the trade setup. We cannot jump into the trade without uh, getting the trade setup, because as I say, maybe this turn to a deeper one. Okay, now we want to see how we can trade it. If we move to 15 minutes, okay, one thing I need to highlight here, that as long as the price haven't broke the top and low, that's mean as long as we are within this movie, we are considered we are in a correction. For continuation, we need to price whether break the top or break the low. Okay, in this case, first of all, we see how we can look at this correction. The first thing is, if we put this is the first, second, and if this one break the top, at that time we can consider we have internal correction, and we can expect the next move should be a bit sharp, similar to what we have here. At that time, we consider, okay, this is finished and we can look for buy. All right. The reason I'm mentioning this, that's mean anytime if we see the price break this top, and at that time we see there is a reversal with the price is not moving any sharp move with the flag, we can look for sell with the breakout of this low. When we're talking about the top, the price is 290. Okay, and even we should know, this is how we get, I mean, if anyone wants to look for sell, they should know we maybe the price break the top, drop, and the last move should be quite sharp, similar to what we have here for next move, because as what we can see here, there is very corrective. And one thing we need to know, that the reason I mentioned again, I mean, the pattern is that, one, how we can look for sell. The second, if the price sharply break the top, we cannot look for buy. The only times you can look for buy, we see the breakout of this top, which is again 290, then any flag at the top, then from there we can look for buy. This is technically how we can trade it. Okay, again, and reason easily price can tag and drop, because whatever we have right now is very corrective. And the another one, how about if this one turned to a really correction and drop, give us one more correction and drop. Okay, at that times, after the breakout of this low, which is 264, for example, if this one start to drop as a really corrective, then we can look for the breakout with the flag and for continuation. And when the price come to this high, we start to manage it, because at that times we can expect it to get a deeper correction with a different type of the flat, which later if we get it, we can explain. Right now, what the reason I mentioned about all these things is, any move within this one is we are within the correction. If the price sharply break the top, the only times we can look for buy whether we get the flag to confirm this top is broken. Now the only thing is we need to consider we are within this range. Even you get the flag, we need to break out of the stop. Okay, whether we should look for flag within this range, or we wait for the breakout of the top, then from there we look for flag. Later we can, if we can see how we can trade it. Okay, and right now we don't have any trade set up. Since this correction still we are within correction, that's mean we have to wait to see the breakout of the correction to get the confirmation. Okay, and as I said, the best things is at least we the price give us one move up, drop, then from there we can look for buy, or if this one start to drop with the breakout of this, we can look for buy to the stop. Rather than that, we cannot get any other trades unless any sharp move with a flag. This is all the option we can look for buy. All right, but right now within this one, we don't have any trade set up because whatever we have here is incomplete. Okay, that's why I mentioned we don't jump into the trade. Easily the price can move a bit higher, give us really sharp down, similar to what we have here. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup. Whatever I explain is just as information. The traders, they know how to look for the trades. What's the all the different possibilities? Okay. Rather than that, we don't have any more information. I mean, any trade setup. The only thing is we have to wait and see what's the next. If I get any trade setup or any update, then I will share. Thanks.